What's up, guys? It's Black and back with some more RA content. Already saying have fun. It is going to be Biasao playing in pink. He's going to be Ukraine, and he's going to be in this top right spawn, which means down here in the bottom left, playing in green as Germany, it is going to be Fris. This is the first time I have casted Fris. Fris has been around for quite a while. I think he is an Allies oldest player. I don't think I've ever seen him play Soviets. He's already got a barracks out. We are on greener pastures from Lad. I think this map is actually, I thought it was broke, but it looks like they somehow managed to fix it. Used to the green palette or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's running on this release right now, so it must be good. Frizz already out here with an engineer doing some fancy rallying. Same thing with Biasao. You do have to be careful. These barrels right here can absolutely kill that engineer unless he's perfectly tucked in like that. Biasao is definitely going to be vulnerable, but he does have extra rifles. Looks like Fris is going for a war factory first. Yes, he is indeed. It's not a bad idea on this map. It's a little bit sketchy since there is multiple oil derricks and a hospital in the middle, but you know, if your opponent, like, oh, he also has a dog too, so he's gonna be a little bit more aggressive, so this could turn out bad for Fris if Biasao wants to push really quickly, kill that oil derrick. It will make all the difference. Fris is not going to go for that second oil derrick as of yet. He also looks like he's planning to go to the top left there, and he's got his stuff here, so he's waiting for a hospital push, but he's gonna find nothing. His engineer is going down to the bottom, so that's definitely a risky thing, and it's actually gonna pay off since this is a war factory first build. Sending a bunch of rifles over here and then sending one to Scotch with their engineer, but it looks like he's, you know, doing a little smart thing, pulling the engineer back, but he's still gonna send that one rifle. If your opponent had gone this way, you're screwed. And if your opponent sends all of his infantry up here, you're probably screwed as well. But he's going double engineer. Wow, what a play by Biasao. I'm not sure what he's doing. Split his refs up right here. I'm not a huge fan of this just because there's not a whole lot of ore here. And this one's kind of a pain to mine, so two up here would make more sense. Frizz, on the other hand, he's going to have to split because he's going for War Factory first, unless he does something weird with like a 3-ref War Factory first. But it's more for like rushes or like pumping out a lot of light vehicles. Ranger is not going to get this oil derrick, not with that many rifles, I think, unless they all spread out. Even if I was Frizz here, I would be a little bit apprehensive about trying to go in there. There's a lot of rifles to go through. You can expect there's probably going to be a vehicle coming out shortly, probably a flak truck. We'll have to see. Nope, it's going to be APC. So you actually might get away with it. But even then, if you call it a rifles, it only takes half a second, you know, for a rifle that you missed to come in. But he's going to get this last rifle too, it looks like. Wasted a lot of health on his ranger rather. This engineer, really funny if it decaps in time. I don't think it's gonna get there before the ranger leaves, but we'll have to see. APC is gonna come over there, and now he doesn't have to worry about it. It did take a little too long going there. Looks like the dog died just to reveal that there is nothing there, so that oil derrick is gonna go down. This engineer is gonna get the cap off. Oh, the APC shooting on the wrong thing, but that engineer does not get spotted yet. He's gonna have to be very careful of that ranger. Yep, he is still looking. Now he is gonna see it since that APC went too far away. Should have just stuck right there. I think a flat could have been a better investment there. Easier to protect, especially with that low health ranger as it is. Frizz is already up to SD tech, so looks like he went for the normal War Factory first build, or maybe the Vent variant, although he is a little bit early on his SD. That's alright. He's got some army already pumped out. Yeah, I was just about to place that SD down, so MCV's already out for Frizz. That's nice. It's not on the move. Get it moving. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So he's gonna go to his normal double mine expo. Second engineer coming in, so it's actually kind of funny. It's working out for. And it looks like he's gonna transfer some rifles over there to help protect, since that range engineer is now fully repaired. First medium tank out. Heavy tank should be coming out pretty shortly. But yeah, just kind of standard game going on so far. Nothing too crazy. It's gonna move all the way across the order like that. It's really easy to stop here, place ref, which is, you know, not convenient when the ore mines are like facing away from there. Is mined out here, needs to do a harvester transfer, not mining efficiently down here. In fact, he's only on 4, so this was not the mint period at all. This was the quick like MCV, which is not ideal because as you can see, he's only on 5 harvesters now. Probably been pretty slow on the income. Yeah, he's almost 2k, 1.5k behind Biasao, who has much higher army. Oh no, his army value is actually lower, so Biasao being a little bit slow to macro up. Could just be the extra medium tanks too. If there's 3 of them, Biasao is just now getting that heavy tank out. So with that heavy tank out, yeah, they did come a little bit closer. So he's been a little sloppy on his macro. Nothing too bad there. But this game has been completely passive. Although Fris is going to take that there. He did lose the one up here. I think there was a bunch of rockets in there too. So I'm not sure what he was expecting there. MCV rather, moving very far in the middle. Not a bad idea to just kind of clog the sock, especially if you have the hospital here. Just allows your opponent to rotate a lot slower, gives you a little quick scouts. Like a barracks and maybe a flame tower would be really good here, in my opinion. You don't want to stick here too long. You're probably going to need another expo soon, unless you're going to expand with your back MC, which is what he's doing. Fris, on the other hand, he just went straight to that corner. Not a bad idea either. You know, gaining ground in OpenRA is always a good idea. See if there is rockets in here. I do believe there is. Fris is totally aware of this. There's even a pillbox coming out early, but you know that pillbox is gonna delay him from dropping another one for another 5 seconds, so not a huge deal at all. I think this APC is gonna get scared off, probably just doing a little bit of scouting. Fris rotating his entire army back is probably a bold play. Didn't need to do that. Both players pretty heavy on the rifle scouts here. I can kind of see them across the map. Army being revealed by a single rifle scout. And that APC is now sitting there. This is probably the best place to drop if there is rockets there. And there is indeed 5 rockets. I don't think that harvester is going to go down. Fris, rightly so, pulls it away instantly. But Biasao also in their hand, gets that APC right out of there. And then now he's going to go on a wide flank here. There is a pillbox, but there is 2 heavy tanks. I think he'll be okay. This heavy tank's actually in a really good position. And now there is base push war right here on the right side. Fris's army is pretty stacked in the middle. Now it's going to finally rotate over. Those heavy tanks just getting blocked. I hate that. I think this is definitely not 4.3. This is 3.6, if that. I think this replay is a little bit older. I can't remember where I got it from, but ref's going to go down here. Big engagement over here. Oh, I think that MC is going to get away for now. He's getting hunted down pretty good. There is a couple medium tanks on it. Same time, there's just a huge army going in here, but again, tanks in the back, and Biasao is not gonna take a very good engagement here, I don't think. I mean, he's actually getting a nice little surround here, but there's still some, and he got MCV support. Same time over here, yep, he's just gonna go straight into the main base. Biasao's gonna rally back everything. Yeah, his army eventually getting whittled down pretty good. He's got 1 heavy tank just chilling back here that could really get hidden harvester, but I think another pillbox there will be more than enough to deal with that. And Biasao, on the other hand, he's got a huge army, although move command not doing great there. But that MC is going to go down, and without that MC support, Biasao is actually in a lot of trouble. His army is getting strung in, and there's still a huge army here. Although that secondary army did kill that expansion, I missed that, and this army is still somehow going. Those harvesters barely alive over there, so like 3 different things going on right now. SC going to go down, War Factory definitely going to go down. A bunch of rockets is not exactly what it needs for that 1 tank right there, but he needs to get some rifles pumping out. Oh, and he's going to lose some of those heavy tanks too, at least one of them. He's up to tier 2, but his entire base is kind of in shambles now, and his eco's, I mean, it's not terrible, surprisingly, but it's going to drop in just a second here, and they're losing 2 refs. Still got this suspension, which is nice, push Fris off there. Oh, and this little infantry detachment is going to get a lot of harvesters. That is going to be nice. Heavy tank sitting down here, heavy tank up there. That's nice, but Fris does have a good army there. Oh, the medic's being sacrificed. That's unfortunate. There was 2 medics there that can make all the difference. 1 harvester goes down there. Looks like the rest get away. He does have an APC too, so he does have a little armor to push. Oh, and that harvester going down to that single heavy tank. That's not good. The rest of his base is getting cleaned up. Luckily, he's got a whole lot of power. Fris is struggling on eco right now, so there's just kind of a crazy game all of a sudden. Just like no defense, all offense, and somehow both players are doing the exact amount of damage to each other. I think Fris is maybe a little bit worse off since he is broke, but this is a large army for Biasao to deal with, and his army is just completely on offense, so it could be a little bit of a base race here, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Not yet, at least. Tier 2 not coming into play. I mean, what is he going to really do? Build an airfield before he builds a war factory? highly unlikely. Oh, this army is going to see an MCV there. I think there's going to be enough there to protect it, though, especially with this army stringing it in. We will have to see. Oh, it's going to be so close. It needs that APC in the front. Oh, moving away the MCV, though. That was a bold choice, but it is going to get away. And now that heavy tank in front is going to die. This one in the back not doing anything. But that army from Fris is eventually going to go down. Looks like his army up here did get cleaned up by a combination of infantry and flame towers. Or factory back out. Biasao is, I'm not sure what's happened here. His archers are stuck. That is unfortunate. I don't think I've ever seen that, actually. MC probably not going to go down to an MC, but it could be very well close. Should probably kill that ref. It's providing vision just to 3 rifles, and there's much more stringing in. I think Biasao is going to lose his army. That's unfortunate. But Biasao has no ore now. Another infantry army coming in here, but his army is cleaned up, surrounded. This is one mining expo right now. Biasao is now backtracking to his main base, and he has harvesters just all over the place. This ref was kind of funny. He does have a V2 out now, since it did get a war factory out. It needs to send a few harvesters up here, and it'll be alright. Just one harvester maybe looks mining is good. And I'm not sure why he's sending his MC here. Maybe he's just going to try to crawl up there. But yeah, his economic situation is going to be pretty bad in just a second. In fact, I'm sure, yeah, it's going to drop, and it's going to drop again in the next minute. Or in 20 seconds when it comes up. Fris has a lot of army value right now. Yeah, it's 10,000, 9,000, which is surprisingly less than Biasao. I'm not sure where his army is in. Fris also has a lot of paper tigers with some medium tanks that are pretty much dead, and there is 0 rockets in that army. Yeah, that is 26 and 8, so that is very much TD-esque. So those V2s are actually going to be phenomenal, regardless of what they hit. They hit a tank, that's just free damage. If they kill a bunch of rifles, that's like just keeping your infantry alive so much longer. Fortunately, not really catching. Does get a medium tank for trouble with an MC in the back. But yeah, as long as these rockets show up in time, I don't think it's going to lose much at all. It looks like these V2s are actually going to get away. You know, rockets means these APCs are actually going to be really good for the crushing. And their cannon actually doing a decent number there too. Oh, that medium tank dispersing those infantry, actually allowing those tanks to live. It's going to send it back to SD, that's nice. So I guess after all of that, this game kind of went into a hard reset. SD out here, still long distance miner from the top. Build another ref, I mean, where's he going to put it? Right here, I guess, maybe? Did fix it and get some harvest over here, that's nice. Now Fris is over here on the left with an MC. Looks like he's going to go again to the corner, probably a good idea. Does have an established front down here. 1 pillbox protecting it. 1 APC will be enough to deal with that though. Unless a V2 rocket hit his own seat, but we're alright. APC being a nice little screen there. Some good micro fire with the pillboxes though, but those V2s do help bring it down. And once again, Fris is going to be denied harvesting here. Another pillbox getting some really good value. Getting some free chips off there. And now the V2s are exposed. He needs to move them away. One of them is going to go down to the medium tank. Second one's also going to go down to the medium tank. Oh, but he is going to get the 2 harvests, or at least push them off. So that's not bad at all. I'd like to see a force fire on those harvesters, because they might actually get away. 2 oil derricks actually, or 3 oil derricks rather, probably helping Biasao a lot too. Oh, he's going to attack here. But his heavy tank needs to stop and get in front. That V2 wasted a shot on a single rocket soldier. Not the best. Still losing a bunch of infantry just randomly stringing into that big box. And another rocket's going to go down. At least his V2 is firing on there. Fris does have the expansion up here, and that's probably going to make a big difference. Just a second. Income's actually in head. Fris now probably, I think it's just the better refs being closer to the ore. So it's just snake walking up there with refs. I mean, I guess he doesn't really want to move that MC. He doesn't have a second MC though, so now he should probably go all the way back up to his main base. His army value now somehow ahead. And he's going to lose a oil derrick up there. That was making all the difference. This is a big army though to push in. 1 V2 not enough there. I think he needs to get all this army over there, which he is doing. So this is kind of funny to see a main base in the middle of this map like this. Did not expect this at all. V2 hitting a medium tank, not the best target, but again, Fris is pretty light on rockets and they're all on the top. Yeah, he's pushing a little too deep here. Gonna get some buildings for his trouble. but he's losing a lot of medium tanks for pretty much free. Focus on the Seiko would be really good. Nothing else for Biasao too. He has no counterattack, so he's just kind of going to chase this army, which it's really hard to do, especially as Soviets. Your tanks are always going to be slower. Although Fris might quarter himself here. I mean, if he had a bunch of more pillboxes coming, that could be pretty good. He's got 2 out. He's going to need a lot more to deal with this, because that is quite a big army. 2 V2s will make short work of pillboxes as well. This army counterattacking the MC, yeah, that'll be really good. That'll either force Biasao to abandon this attack or split. Either way, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Moving that MC away, which is nice. Oh, his second MC is moving at the same time, so that cancels the build queue. Unfortunate. And Biasao is going to split, and that is a terrible split. That is right into all the army. I know what he wanted to do there. Unfortunately, not a great idea. MC going to go down all the way to the corner. Just try to get that Oregon. First yak coming out. V2, and V2's been the only tier 2 unit. Fris, on the other hand, no tier 2. Not building tier 2. He's sticking on 1.5. That seems to be what I remember from Fris, is very 1.5 centric. I'm not sure why he prefers allies over. I think maybe he thinks medium tanks are so stronger. I don't know, I'd have to ask him if I see him again. But Fris is one of those players who shows up and then he disappears, and he shows up and he disappears. A little attack force moving down here for Biasao, but I mean, there's a harvester. Fris is rotating over there. Probably should send that medium tank back. Lost his army. Oh, Biasao was once again taking over an army value. Maybe let's just help the 1 yak there. But I think Fris is in a really good position here. He's finally starting to establish in this corner. Biasao is just now getting down there. If Fris counterattacks into that corner, that could be pretty good. Although, eventually he's going to have to deal with this base, and it's just such a weird spot to deal with. Tesla out there, that's an interesting spot. Guess he just wants to worry about tank raids, but I don't feel like Fris has really been too hot on the tank raids. That yak did see that army. Looks like Biasao is going to try to push in. Ooh, and a spy plane out of the cities. I don't think he sees that much. Okay, well, he does see that. He does see that army sitting there, and that yak does see that there's some sitting there. He actually might miss this army now. That's unfortunate, because he knew it was coming. This is a brand new expansion that is going to go down. Fris is going to take care of the army first. I mean, why not? You know, it's there exactly. Yeah, got a great concave. Doesn't even lose the medium tank first shovel. And there's going to be a big battle here on the right side. That base for Biasao is definitely going to go down. Unfortunately, again, tanks are kind of in the back. It's going to be okay for now, but as soon as this pillbox starts getting some free shots. Pillbox did actually not do that much at all, so this little expansion is going to go down, but Fris does have this. And this army is going to run roughshod right through the back of Biasao's line, so his entire main base is going to go down again, or his starting base, I should say. His SC is going to go down. He's going to lose all the refinery harvesting, and he's going to be stuck on basically 1 ref again. He's got 3 yaks. I don't know if he wants to use them. Same time, tier 2 for Fris finally did go down, and it is instantly going to go down again. He's going to try to get the new C out of there, and it might, just because Biasao was on a bad move command. Looks like the yaks are still scouting, and there is so many harvesters that are going to get pushed off. Both players going to get the harvesters out of there. Fris retaining his NC is nice. I don't think Biasao has enough to stop this, unless he maybe uses all of his harvesters to crush. The V2s are wasting their shots as well. All 3 of them miss. That was a decent straight, but unfortunately loses all the yaks. And those V2s are still shooting on the wrong thing. Though his army is going to be able to get there in time. I think maybe save his MCV. SD got left alive. That's surprising. Yeah, those V2s were not effective. Did not hit the really need to. At lunch, those medium tanks are pretty low down, but that is his only MCV. He does have the SD up, so he can rebuild, but it's going to be rough not having an MCV and no eco to do it. And he's taking a bad engagement here just because, again, those tanks are out of position, so I take that back. His MCV down here is alive, so he's alright. Biasao is still good. The economic situation is pretty bad. Imagine an army graph, steep loss for Fris there, steep loss for Biasao. Yeah, earnings are super poor. Nice little power drop here. But again, Fris is pretty aware of his game, pretty on top of it. Instantly spinning it back into this corner. Although that power plant is going to serve as a scout. Let him know, hey, there's an army there. Unfortunately, the rocket's going down. So yeah, Biasao's He's in a rough spot right now. Oh, that MC barely gonna get away for now, at least. Biasao's gonna pull away. Probably smart. Has GX, maybe try to chase it down. Sees the army there. Oh, that V2. Not bad. Pair bombs. Just missing. I think he can take an okay engagement here if he uses those yaks. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of rockets. Loses one yak for killing that. Definitely worth it. Although, I'm gonna say, get that yak out of there. Both of them barely getting out of there. Needs to get sent to the SC immediately. They paid off well for him. Got some harvesters back here, so Biasao's not out of it yet. His army value is actually ahead of Fris, and Fris is kind of stuck in a corner, but I think Fris just, it's that economic situation. Yeah, he's got 10k float. The income for Biasao is better. I don't know. Biasao's in a really red spot. Keeps establishing well, rebounding well. And Fris is also, you know, establishing pretty well. Keeps calling back here. I'm not sure what that engineer was for. Maybe for MC, that wouldn't be bad. We will have to see. I think this game's actually pretty wide open. Looks like 2 heavy tanks were trying to go for a tank raid or a harvester raid. Got pushed off pretty easily. These yaks have definitely been really good for Biasao, either through scouting or the few good strafes he's had. This one's scouting pretty well. B2 is going to move in. Fortunately, it's not going to hit anything. Nope, doesn't even get a harvester. I was hoping it would. Yeah, I think Fris definitely needs to check up tier 2, and he is trying to do that. That attack could get it repelled. Conveniently placed Tusk Coil. 4 yaks there. Those are only 3 because one of them is unarmed. Needs to send that back. Yeah, I think Fris should probably get to tier 2, get an A gun out so you can stop the yaks and then just try to base push. He's got, you know, his half of the map more or less. I think this is probably the weakest side. I mean, pushing through here would be really good just to kill all the infrastructure, but that's going to be a hard push. Maybe coming across here, this double mine would be really good. Get steal that. That'll get you a lot more eco in the long run. But ooh, helipad coming out now. All right, tech center coming out for Biasao. That could be a game changer too. IC would be incredible. A nuke truck. Oh, I mean, if he gets a perfect nuke truck, that'd be really good. That's a high risk, high reward play. I'm not sure. Mam tanks definitely, absolutely would be great. Mam tanks against a non-chrono tank ally player, always good. Rage Rammers always gonna disrupt Mam tanks a little bit, but Rage Rammers are just like another step to control, and if you don't control them really well, then try to get the ref there. Goes back, hits the harvester instead of the ref, loses the yak for it. That's unfortunate. I think that was just bad target fire there. Fris, unfortunately, gonna keep that ref. And Biasao is gonna get pushed away. He needs to refill those yaks. Alright, here's another attack here. Once again, V2s being medium tank killers rather than army killers. I think this V2 is gonna get a great shot. If it gets to fire. Yeah, that was a great shot. There's 2 V2s left. All his armor's down in front. Needs to move him away. I don't think he was paying attention. He just kind of attacked right into it. But he's going to find a little angle here, which is nice. There's some army for Fris. Got 2 Blackhawks. There he goes. Getting the Blackhawks over there. V2 is going to go down. Ah, that pillbox just being so annoying. Getting a rocket instantly. And that MCV is definitely forfeit. Although you should absolutely use those yaks if they were full of ammo, but they are not. All the rockets go down. That's unfortunate for him. Nice little poking here, but again, no rockets for him. Maybe got cleaned up by the Blackhawks. Did see that IC is already come out, so that is nice. So now we're going to be on IC timer. 2 minutes away though, and he's actually probably going to go low power. And actually, he is going to go low power pretty significantly as well. This was a lot of power for him. Once again, the harvesters are going to make a run back to the base, because why not? Although he's been long distance fighting, it's kind of funny. Yeah, and he's power down that IC. I'm not sure what the SAM site was for. I guess there is some Blackhawks, but kind of in a weird spot. The yaks are rearmed, except for one. Not worth going in there. I mean, maybe target firing the rocket first so you don't lose the yak, and then sweeping everything would be worth it, but I don't know. Once again, Fris's army is looking probably huge. 31,000 to 20,000. I don't think Biasao can really stop this. I think that last hack right here got cleaned up by those Blackhawks. He had a solid defense here. He just didn't micro it with the V2s. That could have made all the difference. V2 micro has not been that great. That Badger somehow getting away. Nice little detachment here, keeping Harvester off. And a spy plane coming here to see if there is no army. So unfortunately, this is going to be off his radar, I'm pretty sure. He's going to see it rise, it hits him. He is going to have Yaks to deal with it, but his army is completely out of position. Oh, nice little parabomb, but that would have been really great right here. This is a lot of Harvesters that are going to go down. Oh, Antonia's coming out. That might be the end for Biasao. Icy is not going to be ready in time. This test coil is still powered offline. It's going to be all dependent on his Yaks right now. If you can get a good engagement right here, he can stall. I just don't see it happening. Tech Center is going to go down. He's still floating with the Yaks. That was pretty good, but loses all of his Yaks but one. I mean, that did delay Fris. That was nice. Killed Harvester back here, but there is Tanya. I don't know. He's got this attack force down here, which is pretty good. But Fris is there. Although, as soon as I say that, of course, he pulls away. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bleak for Biasao. But tank center right here is going to be nice. If you can kill all these Harvesters, that will make the difference. But once again, Fris instantly pulling away. Really smart on him for there. Oh, gonna get one Harvester up there. So that infantry did pay for it. Now Fris is gonna come back, be able to kill this. Although, if he also attack move right now, he had a chance. Only now he has a better chance since the tank's out of position, but the Blackhawks are gonna come in. I think that's gonna be it. Instead, Biasao retreats, not a bad idea. Man, I don't know. Tech Center. GPS would make all the difference for Fris too if that comes out. IC is finally ready, so maybe that could be a difference down there. Nice use of the medic, getting those infantry all healed up. Fris is in such a weird position where this is now his main base, and Biasao's main base is in the middle. It's definitely been a crazy game so far, definitely been enjoyable. Once again, Biasao just gonna kind of snake walk up with those rats. Gonna have to deploy that MC somewhere else though. See if he is building a second MC or not. I mean, this late in the game, it makes more sense just to stay with him and see. Ooh, trying to get a run right into the flame tower. That'll be pretty funny, unless she somehow avoids the shots, which is possible. Yeah, I mean, choosing MCs is really good, just so you can do what Fris is doing, constantly re-expand. But at some point, spending 2k on an MCV over, you know, like 2 heavy tanks is kind of questionable. Alright, will Tanya get roasted? We'll have to see. First flame tower shot will miss, second one will probably miss, but as soon as she stops, oh, she instantly went out. Flank down here, but again, no rockets, just a heavy tank. And once again, Fris instantly pulls them away. And those Blackhawks are going to have a field day. I mean, even if they don't kill the rifles, I don't think 2 Blackhawks can be able to have a tank. But if they did, you know, that's the real damage maker right there anyways. But perfect micro onto those rifles anyway. Big flank up here. But again, Fris has a pretty decent army there. Tanya is just going to throw her hat on back, check her pistols. She's got nothing else to do. Coming down here to be really good. I don't know if Biasao actually saw her. Probably didn't. If he did, I would expect a Yak to come over. Yep, he's gonna find that there is no ref here, so Tanya is once again gonna run away. But she is gonna see that ref down there, and that is quite nice since he is long distance mining from there. Although, oh, Tanya. That might be the worst Tanya I've seen in a long time. Through no fault of Fris's own, just ineffective Tanya completely. She got burned by a flame tower, could not find anything to C4 over here, and then got crushed by a harvester, just long distance mining. Unfortunately, that means Tanya is going to be back on this left side, and his army is in a dangerous position now. No, I see it's been fired, but again, with that Tanya there, he needs some Yak support. He needs at least one of them over there. You know, if Tanya's out, you should probably have a Yak with your army, so you know when this is going to happen. Because IC is not going to save you, and Biasao's army value is about to drop. Yeah, unfortunately, Tanya doesn't care about your IC, and that IC is probably worthless. It's going to keep 6 rifles and a heavy tank alive. Heavy tank's getting some decent crushes on the way out, so it wasn't the worst, I guess. But oh, a bunch of Yaks getting a decent strafe again, losing I think only 2 Yaks. not the worst, but those heavy tanks definitely keeping a bunch of infantry alive that probably should have died. And Fris has this huge secondary army down here. These paratroopers instantly dying again. So far, it looks like Fris did use his GPS and I missed it because it is recharging. Maybe that's why he used that Tanya. One airfield this entire time. There's a few V2s there. Okay. Alright. Alright. Does not get the Tanya. And there is some medics, but the Yak barely gets her. Gets some bonus troops on the way out. And now it is time for Fris to go in. His armor is going through a narrow choke point. I'm not sure how well this will work. And he is going to instantly retreat here, because Biasao's just pretty much been keeping his army in the middle. I think why wouldn't he if he controls it as well as he does? Although there is a little flank up here. One flame tower not going to be enough to deal with it, but those Yaks could deal with it if he chooses to use them. I think that spy plane is right there. Fortunately, again, this army is going to be unseen. Probably get at least 1 or 2 harvesters unless they're like perfect on the returning path. 1 harvester going down. 2nd harvester gonna go down. Yeah, Biasao and Fris were really good with scouts in the early game, and now that tier 3 is out, it's like they've completely stopped using rifle scouts. The Yaks have been anti-armor, anti-infantry instead of scouting. And Biasao is getting absolutely collapsed upon here. The Yaks are not being a factor yet. They should be. He really needs to use them because he does not have a lot of time. His army is pretty much gone. I think that is it for Biasao. A little secondary army here is not going to be enough. The Yaks finally get a good strafe in there, but there's just too much. And I think that is going to be it for Biasao. He's lost a lot of assets there. Just one more Yak going down. Doesn't really get a good crash. Fris just has enough here if he really wants to. Gonna focus on killing this building's test coil. Gets 3 soldiers. Buzzes the medium tank a little bit. And Fris pulls out. I mean, I guess that's his only army. No Tanya to supplement that army would be really nice, but now without vision support, if Biasao goes into this, it's gonna have a rough time. So he's gonna go back, try to rebuild again. Snake walks with some more refs, I imagine. Oh, he's gonna build some power first. There's Tanya. That'll, I mean, with no Yaks in support, I mean, they're coming. That's still a huge army to deal with. I see it's not gonna be ready. Oh no, and the harvesters are long distance mining it just at the wrong time. Gonna run right into Fris's army. 1 harvester down, 2 harvesters down, 3 harvesters down, 5 harvesters left. Fris is expanding on top of it too, so that's actually a really smart play. I mean, if this game goes on for another 20 minutes or so, that'll make a big difference, especially since he's not actually mining from here. Ladder's a perfectly placed rocket just outside that pillbox range. Might get a harvester, but once again, Fris is just really good control on those harvesters, really aware of those flanks. Biasao is going to see part of his army with the spy plane, part of it with the Yak. Tanya is chilling over on the left side. Oh, IC goes off, gets 1 heavy tank too, and the IC, okay. That was a nice save there. He's going to force it back. She doesn't really have the armor to pursue, that's the problem. So he's going to lose 6 expansion now that IC is on cooldown. I mean, he has this army here, but again, those pillboxes could shred him if he goes in, unless it's a very narrow area. Fris is going to move his IC back preemptively. I like that too. Oh, and Biasao is actually going to shut down this expansion. Pillbox getting some decent micro there, but losing some. Another harvester down for Biasao. He's down to 4 harvesters, loses another expansion. Fris is just going to run his NC away. Oh, this one's not deployed yet, so he's going to lose his thing. Fris missing this rocket for now. I think this harvester will probably be fine since this rocket's going to hit first. Oh, pause? Nope. Looks like Fris says no. Unfortunate. I mean, Biasao could just pause himself, and it's a little bit more easier that way. One harvester go down to the single rocket. This rocket is now my favorite rocket of this game. Might get all these harvesters. Nope, Fris finally respawns. That's unfortunate. He was 3 rockets away from being legendary. Yeah, it looks like Fris is not going to allow a pause here. So that'd be an unfortunate end if Biasao just has to leave because of a pause that didn't get called, but I'm satisfied with this game if that's how it ends. You know, it'd be a little bit of a letdown, but at least it was a really solid game. I mean, 35 minutes of Biasao just surviving, and then Fris just surviving. It was like heavy offense and then to heavy defense. Man, those badgers are tanky. Will it die down? Oh, doesn't even get shot at. I guess it will survive. Fris once again trying to establish up here in the front. I think this time's gonna go pretty well for him. Oh, never mind. IC might make all the difference. Still don't know where Tanya is. She might have gone down again. Nope, she's alive somewhere. I just don't know where. Yep, Biasao's gonna push that back. Although Fris might actually expand into his starting base. That'd be kind of funny. Where is Tanya? Is she in a pillbox? Yep, she's in a pillbox right here. It's a sneaky pillbox. Spy plane over here. Fris tries goes right back. Block or the Yaks, yeah, he's gonna scout. See that MC did not go there. Probably gonna turn around to the left. And find the MC is there again. And Biasao's gonna go right back there. IC's already almost done. That's a bad rally. Yeah, Fris is rallying everything up at the top. I think this might be the one final push. We'll have to see. Tanya would make such a big deal here. But there is Yaks. Oh, there is the A gun. So, I don't know. Harvester probably going to go down. That has a lot of rockets as soon as he gets into range. Once again, Biasao's tanks are in the back. But he might get saved by a Harvester in the front. I think Fris has got the better angle here. Although the Yaks are going to get everything on the right side. That's good. A-gun does kill 2 Yaks. But I just think Fris had the better numbers there. One more heavy tank. Second heavy tank in the back. Biasao's army is pretty much gone. He's going to lose another Harvester fort, which is, again, going to put him down to 3 Harvesters, 4 Harvesters. He's trying down there. But looks like Biasao does give up. That was a 37-minute game. Did not feel like 37 minutes. Very offensive oriented for the first half. And then the second half was like a turtle shell death ball. But Fris takes the win there. Biasao played really well. Definitely enjoyable game. And see y'all next time.